1989 was something of a breakout year for a little town south of Sydney and just a little north of the capital, Yass, on the brink of something very special that would open its own gates to this little heritage town of the country and to the world. Australia Day long weekend has become a staple touch football knockout tournament for teams around the country. Rich in history and led by one of the most respected members in touch football, Rod Wise.
Well, I went to Cootamundra and saw the Cootamundra knockout being run, and I thought, oh well, we could run something similar, so I decided Australia Day weekend 2 weeks after, and we got 29 sides. We had men's and women's, then we had it mixed, and we went to 100 sides probably 10 years ago.
Wow.
Then we peaked at 116 in 2016, and we got 112 here today.
Quoted from the Yass Tribune, a late Jim Beck, who was something of a local legend and councillor in the day, had an idea, a really big one. Adorned with the trademark King G overalls and a knockabout can-do attitude, the sawmiller by trade set up about galvanising the community, and particularly the junior league club, the Yass Magpies. Local community took to planting seedlings around Walker Park in Yass, and the idea of a touch footy knockout event alongside the ample foliage to provide some sun protection and welcome relief for the patrons began to germinate. Build it and they will come. Enter the like and civic-minded souls, event founders and knockout pioneers, Rod Wise and Dennis Grieve.
This whole facility was built by volunteer labour, and what we had to do to get them was, one is that we had to lift the power line so they could bring the equipment in, get them police escort, and go to the Caltex fuel fella and tell him that he had to supply the fuel, because if he didn't supply the fuel, they wouldn't buy another litre off him while they did the buy part. They level all this out, and then similar things happened down the next level when Touch did it. And all those light poles, they just magically appeared. And we had people come up here and dig up families and children and everything, put them down the watering system. And the rugby league, National Rugby League was played in the winter, so they didn't want to have trees, but all the trees we got now were donated by touch teams back in the 80s.
Just the men to get this off the ground with their hard-working committee and local Ngunnawal elder, Kenny Bell, who has been to every event alongside Rod's daughter, Angela.
I thought it'd only last for a couple of years.
30 years later.
Yeah.
It runs itself, and we've got some really great volunteers.
The people that come, you might get 1 or 2 rat bags, but the good ones will chastise them.
Importantly, from a sports perspective, the 30-year existence of the Yass Knockout has been an important stop on the sports cultural journey, and one that is the essence of what touch football is all about: friendship, fun, fitness, competition, socialising and community. Well done to Rod and all those who have been involved in the knockout for all these years.